All right, on the bench today, I know we're starting off with the top view, so I'm sure you can imagine what that means. We have a Kenwood KR4070 and non-original knob. This is one that I put on it. So this has led a very rough life. Faceplate is loose. Previous owners said they tried to replace some bulbs in it. I don't see any other signs of work, but I can tell you right now this Kenwood is not working. It's not producing any sound. The only sound I get that I hear is through the headphone jacks, and it's a constant, very, very low level buzz. So I went ahead and popped the top off of this. I mean, I tried all the inputs, all the knobs. I haven't cleaned them yet, but I suspect this is not just an issue with the dirty potentiometer or switch. I've actually had a couple of Kenwoods, I've had like 3 with similar symptoms, and on those the problem was bad caps in the power supply. These 2 caps, you can see they're kind of bubbled up on the top, but not like hard. But I've had these 2 caps shorted in, gosh, I think 2 or 3 of the Kenwoods that I've worked on. These rectifier, I think they're called rectifier caps, filter caps maybe, I don't know. So before I start taking voltage readings, it's going to be easy just to, I better turn on my equipment here. I think it's going to be pretty easy to flip this over and at least measure those in circuit and see if I see a short or anything like that. So I went through all the basic steps of testing the fuses. You can see on the bottom, kind of caved in here, so something either heavy was placed on top of this and over time it bent or it was dropped. This is one of those I'd like to save it, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I mean, I did order a new knob for it. It was $12, I think, off of eBay. So again, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on this one or money on this one. The shop got this one super cheap, so or not. Hopefully we just have some caps that are, or a cap that's bad and not much else, but it's disgusting. It's just gross. I mean, all right, so here are the 2 caps that I'm referring to. I am going to remove these, but everything is warming up right now, so I am going to, it's actually the day that I'm shooting this. It is in October, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside, and it's not 100 degrees in my garage, so that's great. So let's just see what these look like mounted to the board. These are supposed to be, I think, 7,500 microfarad caps. I have to look. I was looking at the service manual last night, so I'm not positive about that. And this one's doing its thing. So both of these in circuit, and again, not the best way to test it, are showing a little over 4,000. Let's see what they're marked. They are marked 7,500 microfarads. So what I'm going to do is pop those out. We'll test them out of circuit and see what we get. Well, I got both those out. I had to cut them out because of the glue that they use. This stuff is amazing. I'll have to clean these boards up. But yeah, as measured in circuit, both of these are This one was 39, the other one was 42. Neither were shorted, but at a minimum, these are going to have to be replaced. So a value, 7,550 volts. I don't have any of these naturally, so I'll have to order some. Once I get those in, I'll pop them in and then kind of see what's going on. But this is a good example of, hey, start with the power supply and figure out what's wrong. These fuses were good. I did test these fuses. That's my multimeter. Make sure they were working. And then this is going to have to really be cleaned up. So anyway, that's part one. I'm going to order these caps. Once they come in, we'll pick up where we left off on checking this thing over. So stay tuned for part two.